I realized that I'm dreaming about a lot of things that would be cool, and I have a lot of ideas, but I don't really act on them. And like I live my life like after this life I will have an actual real life, and in that life I will do all these things I want. And then I had this realization that I'm not that young anymore, first of all, but even if I was young, this wasn't the case, and this is the life in which these things will either happen or not. It's not the main rehearsal of your life, but it is your actual life. So this was driving me. Yeah, it just felt to me like you're hiking in a forest on a trail, and maybe it's an easy trail, you're finding the trail, maybe the trail gets a little bit harder to find and you start to panic, but you just keep going on the trail, and then suddenly you realize like, wait, I can step off this trail, and then instead of following this trail, just go between those trees and then those other trees and just bushwhack. And I realized that, I never really bushwhacked in my life. It was always a trail of some kind, just doing things in a linear fashion. Just even if it was an ambitious goal like immigrating to Canada, I knew the steps, and I was following the steps, and that led me there, and those led me there. But I never actually played this trick with life too. What if I just don't go on the trail? The biggest maybe realization was that life is so fucking interesting when you don't spend most of your day doing the same thing over and over every day. Just like, even if it's a different job, you're still physically basically doing the same, staring at a screen somewhere in a room. But if I remove this activity from all 5 days of my life and just wake up, and the whole day is just, it could be anything. I can stay home, or I can go walk around until the middle of the day and then walk back. Over the year, it was very interesting to see the season change, see how I change. If I'm not in a city and it's winter and the nights are long, and instead of in the city you just basically spend the same time awake, and like nothing happened. You turn on the lights, everywhere you go has lights on, and you still go to sleep at midnight. But here I went to sleep just a couple hours after the sunset. To sometimes zoom out and look at this whole thing from the outside and remind myself. And I say going back to Hungary or even to Vancouver was always a great way to do that. You just then say, well, that's crazy, because this place seems so surreal from there. Just suddenly in traffic in Budapest, waiting for the green light, just like everyone else, and then that 2 weeks later you will be here. Just surreal, but it gives you in both places it gives you I think a good attitude. It's nice to be in Hungary knowing that this exists, this could be real. You could live and breathe here if you wanted to. It's not just some weird fantasy. This can be your life, really, because it's all my life. It's everything I put here is just the way. I have a very hard time changing things here. And my dream was to share this for enough time that if once I'm a stupid old man, talking to himself about some weird float home in the wild, then she knows at least that I'm not completely mad, right? Like that actually happened. She knows what I'm talking about.